This is a short tutorial video on one-step conversions. The first thing you want to notice, or first thing you want to do, is you want to write, where you're at. They have to give you a starting point, or we call it in class, write what you know. So when you look up here, the only thing I know is that I have 0.04 moles of CH4. And then the next thing I would do is write where they're asking you to go. What are you solving for? And so when you read the problem, they're asking you to go to grams of the same compound. So we are wanting to convert, we're going from the same compound. All we're doing is going from one unit to a different unit. So the way that we do this is we write what we know, or write what's given in the problem. We put it over 1. We draw our lines. And we drop our words. Remember to drop all the words. And remember, the reason we're doing this is we actually want this to cancel out because we're trying to go to grams. So you write what you know, or what they give you in the problem, write what you're given, put it over 1, draw your lines. Remember, this line means division, this line means multiplication. Drop your words because you eventually want them to cancel out. And wherever you're trying to solve for, wherever you're trying to go, you're going to put that up top. So we're wanting to go to grams, so that goes up top. The next thing you want to do is you want to look at your conversion. So we're wanting to go from moles to grams. Now you have study card 29. When you look at study card 29, you are looking for what conversion lets you go from moles to grams. So when you look, you want to look at 1 through 6 and see which of the conversions lets you go from moles to grams. And so when you look, it is conversion number 1. 1 mole is equal to the molar mass, which is grams, and it tells me I'm going to go to the periodic table. So in order to get the grams, I'm going to have to look up the molar mass of my compound. So we need to find the molar mass. And the way we do that is we list all the elements of our compound. So we have carbon and we have hydrogen. And when you look, you have 1 carbon, but you have 4 hydrogens. To get your molar mass, you also want to go to the periodic table and look up what is the atomic mass of carbon. So atomic mass of carbon is 12.01. So I'm going to take however many carbons I have and multiply it by my atomic mass for carbon. And that will give me 12.01. Then you go to hydrogen, you look on the periodic table, find his atomic mass, which happens to be 1.01. And remember, you want 2 places past the decimal on your atomic mass. And so you multiply the number you have times your atomic mass, and you get 4.04. And then you add that together, and that gives you 16.05 grams per mole. This number is your molar mass, and it always goes in our problem wherever the grams are. And so this time the grams are on top, so our 16.05, our molar mass, goes up top. Why? Because when you look up the molar mass, that number always goes where the grams are located. And then according to our conversion on study card 29, the molar mass is always equal to 1 mole. So wherever the word 1 is, or wherever the word mole is, you're going to put a 1. Right, then you cancel out the units that cancel. You cover up your bottom row and you multiply across. So 0.04 times 16.05, and let's see what you get. So you're going to multiply across 0.04 times 16.05. I get 0.642. Okay, then you cover up your top row and you multiply your bottom row. 1 times 1 gives me 1. And then you divide at the end. And so 0.642 divided by 1 is 0.642. So 0.04 moles is equal to 0.642 grams of that compound. There's a very short tutorial on conversions.